Number 7, Mitch Greek. Number 8, Brad Newley. Number 9, Mitchell Macaron. Number 10, Todd Blanchfield. Number 11, Nicholas King. Number 12, Daniel Kicker. Number 14, Andrew Brand. And number 15, Matthew Hodgson. The coach, Andrew Jamanis, and the assistant coaches, Luke Lamley and William Walker. And now with Team Iran, number 4, Mason Mirzai. Number 5, Sashad Shahi. Number 6, Farid Aslani. Number 7, Naveed Razafai. Number 8, Behnan Yakhshali. Number 9, Fahid Al-Zahan. Number 10, Shavid Niktash. Number 11, Oshin Sahakyan. Number 12, Ruzbi Al-Ravan. Number 13, Muhammad Jamshidi. Number 14, Arzan Kazimi. And number 15, Hamid Hadadi. The coach, Mahran Hatami. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem.
They've had a great run
First,
themselves, so we're going to have a pause in the commentary
Australia.
and listen to the national anthems for both teams.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Iran.
Well, it's time to get excited. Iran standing. Sorry, guys, you can't grab the cup just yet. You got to wait. Australia come up and greet them. And this is where I'd like to turn to you, Mick, and just say, just run with it.
Pasquale Nujaim Makiev for the last time. Jeff will introduce 3 referees: Philippines, Lebanon and Kazakhstan. I know we've seen these guys before, done some good games, and they'll be honored that they've been given the nod for the final here. Australia, just a whole host of players that have really put the numbers through this tournament. I don't know where to start, really. I think Mitch Creek, for me, has been the most dependable player on this team, number 7. But the bigs, in terms of Brandt, Hodgson, Kay, and Kicker, will have to do a lot of work tonight to take care of the big for Iran. Haddadi, Hodgson, Kicker, Newley, Creek, Kadhi will start off. I think that 5 has been fairly consistent through this tournament for the Boomers as they go through the final warm-ups here. Let's get the Iranian lot up on the list here. 3 players here stand out for me. 13, Jamshidi, Hamad Haddadi, 15, and watch out for Behnam Yakhshali, 8. but you like 5 Sayad Mashayeki at guard. 4 players all could become MVP of this tournament. I think the MVP will go to the winning team, whoever plays the best final game. There's about 7 or 8 players, Jeff, who could stand out as all tournament players. That 5 there for Iran has been 5 consistent starters throughout. Bear in mind, 3 of them played all but 5 minutes of the game in the semi-final yesterday, with major minutes. There's Hatami there. Major minutes going to Haddadi, 38 minutes, 37 minutes to Jamshidi, and all 40 minutes to Benem Yemshali. So there will be some tired bodies without doubt. I expect a lot of zone from Iran. Iran did show zone against Lebanon in the quarterfinal. You may say, Australian fans, that will suit Australia well. They've only come to the party from the three-point line in the last 2 games, shooting 50% from those last 2 games. 9 of 16, I've got the wrong numbers here. 9 of 18 against New Zealand and 12 of 24 against China. Before that, they were shooting a miserable 30% from beyond the arc. Those numbers they won't want to repeat in the biggest game of the season for these guys. Even the season hasn't even started yet. They love it. The Boomers, Jeff, a big difference between what comes off to the bench, what production they can get out of Blanchfield, what can they get out of the Mitches, Norton and McCarron, and of course Angus Brandt and Kay will also come in to sub in for Hodgson and Kicker. They will go very deep, the Australians, and they want to run the legs out of the Iranians, who only play about 7-man rotation.
And you wonder really if the legs have already been run out of the Iranians. They really had to dig in against Korea yesterday, and I think we saw the effects of that on Korea in the 3rd place game that was just played. They were able to overcome it and beat New Zealand. And now the question is, as you say, an Iranian roster that really doesn't go that deep. And whether Coach Hodgson likes it or not, he might have to go deep tonight. He might have to go deep. See some Iranian fans in there.
And they can play both styles. They can play a slow-down game for Haddadi. They can obviously get out in the fast break and run and gun. And Australia can play both styles too, but they would prefer to make it up-tempo, up and down the floor, make it a high-scoring affair, and really, as I said before, get the legs out of this Iranian team nice and early.
Well, if you're watching at home on TV, we're excited about bringing you the action. And if you want to check out what's going on in this great competition, all the great work that's been done by all the people on the ground, you can go to www.fiba.basketball/Asia Cup/2017. And you know what? You can even dive into the blog and give your opinions and check out the comings and goings, because the blogosphere, the blog, is a very important part of this competition, as are all things connected. You can see the photographs before anybody else. You can see some witty remarks from the blogger. It's always interesting. A little bit of banter. I know the Australians definitely like that. And you've also got the Iranians, the inside scoop, fundamentally what's going on over there. This is a team, quite honestly, that looks like it wants to prove a point tonight. They know that Australia have sent an NBL team, and if we've learned anything, the NBL is a great league because this Boomers team hasn't missed a beat at the FIBA Asia Cup.
No. They're solid, Jeff.
Nevertheless, Iran want to come out and prove that they can compete against the best from the NBL and from Australia. And these great Australian players, a lot of them are going to be knocking on the door of the Australian teams, perhaps to go to the World Cup and maybe the Olympics if they can qualify. Good evening, folks. Welcome to Beirut, Lebanon. It's the FIBA Asia Cup final, and it's between Australia in the green and gold and Iran in the white with the red trim, and Hamed Haddadi has got the ball in his hands, being guarded closely already on the perimeter by Daniel Kickert. And now they hit to Kazemi, and Arslan Kazemi trying to make that pass. Looked like he was wide open for a layup almost.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he didn't want to shoot that early on.
So Brad Newley, the most experienced player in terms of caps for Australia, number 8. He's leading him. He's going to put up the first shot, and his confidence is back for Knowles. He starts things off with a three-pointer.
Jeff, only his second three-pointer of the tournament, but no hesitation from the big-time player.
Yeah, he's obviously an NBA draft pick. He's already displayed for the big clubs, big leagues rather, in Europe. He's back in Australia and playing important minutes there. And after just missing out on the Olympic selection last year for Rio, he's come back.
Kickert.
Here's a bump.
Kickert just checking it was his foul. And it is indeed his. Just a little bump as Mashiaki was eased out of the lane.
Yeah, Mashiaki's caused a lot of problems for the opponents. He, for me, probably is the most pleasant surprise for this Iranian team. Look at the spin move and the dunk from big Hamid Haddadi.
Surprised nobody came over to help. That might come later in the game. Hodgson just rooted to his feet.
No, I think it's Kickert guarding him.
Yeah, no, Hodgson was rooted to his feet on the weak side.
Yeah, okay. I think Kickert had that look of, I knew you were big, but not this big. And sweet floater from Kadi. Just a source of points.
It's a good start for Kadi as well. I thought he played really well the other day for his 13 points. Good shooting.
Chally gets it back to Hamed, who is bumped and ends up taking a fadeaway. And now Mitch Creek over to Kickert, and Kickert does what Kickert does. He puts up the three, but this time misses.
Yeah, it's a reliable shot for the Boomers. That's not a poor shot to take. Maybe took too much time with it.
Iran don't want to just rely too heavily on the big fella, so Jamshidi Jafarabadi puts up a three and misses.
All of a sudden, a few nerves out for the Iranians, as Jamshidi was dropping those like anything last night.
How good has Creek been? He is in the lane now. Now Kadi. Kickert, good pump fake, and just as easy as you like. That sweet release from the man.
Took his time, Jeff. That was the important thing. Composure guarded by the much smaller Mashiaki. Yeah, Australia, I think they've taken the first round here because it's Iran that look out of sorts slightly.
And Haddadi has it knocked out of his hands. The Boomers defense causing problems. Kadi for three. And look at the hustle from Creek. Can't keep him off the offensive glass. Oh, they call a foul on the Boomers.
On Creek. Wow. Get an offensive rebound. Get both hands on the ball. Yeah, Hoots of... not sure the crowd agree with that one. Look at this. Creek goes after it. Let's see where this foul is. Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Left arm of Kashemi went away.
The beauty of replay.
Yeah.
Look at those three Boomer kangaroos, those three Boomers over there.
They're right there.
Haddadi puts it up, and tough shot. I mean, he will take that shot. But you just wonder maybe if already he's pressing a little bit. Trying to do too much. Kickert gets it inside. And again, Mashiaki has a hand on it.
Just have a look at the defense they're in. Haddadi will just stay in the lane. He won't play any man-to-man defense at all. See if they'll fear Hodgson and take on Haddadi.
Brad Newley, another one. Brad Newley just says, I was saving it all for the most important games of the tournament.
Yes, indeed, he is.
This McCarron's going to, excuse me, Kay's going to come into the game. See him come to the score table. Jamshidi Jafarabadi, front back of the rim.
Well, the thing about Australia, Jeff, with the freshness in their legs compared to the Iranians, they'll be able to play a lot tougher defense get after these Iranian shooters.
He drives in, nobody picked him up. Hodgson drives, puts it up. And look at that. Even in that situation, Iran don't get the rebound, and then the block. And they're going to count it.
That's a fair block. That's been swatted before it hits the backboard, Jeff, I think. Big wave of the finger. See, he's pinned it on the backboard.
Wow. Not the type of break you need when you're already trailing.
Well, and, you know, that's the referees. They got to spot that. See another replay of it. See a few of those. Haddadi is claiming his innocence, and he's perfectly correct.
So 12-2, eerily similar to last night's performance, or last night's semifinal. The first one between Australia and New Zealand. Australia jumping out to a 22-2 lead.
Listen, you know, I debated this at breakfast this morning with myself. I don't know if there's anybody to debate with, but you know, when as a coach, 12-2 is about enough signs to say, okay, we haven't got a great start. Let's get a timeout. Let's get the boys in and talk it over. But New Zealand waited and waited and waited, didn't they?
All right, and see if we can get that. If we don't dribble off, lift out, throw it, and throw back in here. Yeah, opposite.
Lamanis will be over the moon with this start by the Boomers here. Haddadi, a few words for the referee. They should probably come out and maybe get in their 2-2-1 press here if they're quick about it. Yes, they will indeed.
So see how Iran come out after. Oh, nice. And a three-point play opportunity for Haddadi. Well, you know what? They keep going to him. And this time it pays off.
Well, they won't go double team just yet. They'll just see how good is he going to be. That's pretty good, that's for sure. They won't let him do this all game long. But I'll tell you, 32 years of age. Just a very wily character. If Iran's going to win, Jeff, he'll need 35. 35, 30, 35 maybe.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Need that many?
Yeah. Well, they'll go
Certainly
to
the way it looks, that's the case. Nobody else is scoring. And to Hodgson, he's going to go right at the big fella, but he travels.
You see straight away Haddadi now has settled the Iranians down. Defensively is a presence because he's blocking shots. Hodgson here travels slightly. Although Australian fans will probably say, well, what about the traveling by Haddadi down the other end with his move?
And Mashieki puts up a jumper.
Very, very wily little point guard is Sajjad Mashieki. Australians will have to really get on top of him.
And the drive and the charge. Is it the block? It's a charge on Kadi.
Yeah, it is a little push off. Watch it. Mashieki's up in the air, lean in.
Yep, no doubt. So big Gus Brandt's coming in. And again, look at that.
Well, Gus Brandt's now going to get a bit of Haddadi 101 action. I'm sure they'll look to throw it into the paint for the newcomer.
Yeah, but also Haddadi's going to get a little bit of Gus Brandt 101.
Yeah.
A big guy, but yeah, Haddadi just, these Australians have looked so big in this tournament. Look at this. The handoff and the jam from Arslan Kazemi.
Jeff, we haven't seen that pass made from Haddadi, but it's been on a couple of times. What a Jamshidi to Kashemi.
Now, Benjamin Yakshali knocks it away and goes down and gets to the fall. Great hustle from the Boomers, but they couldn't catch up to Yakshali. And just like that, the Iranians are right back.
Wow, that is outstanding work from Iran. Jeff, you let this team get into a half-court game, let them throw it in the post. It's going to be a long, long night. The Australians have to create tempo here with their pressing defenses, swarming into the post. Double team. You might see a double team come now, a change of philosophy perhaps from Lamanis.
Gets it in the block. We're going on his first bounce, turn him, and we'll black it just one time. And then we go back to going to normal. All right, we'll block him one time with Hadidi in the block. Offensively here, break whatever press they're in, and then let's go ahead and just run the rub. All right, so it's here, whack, we throw, rub, cut here, throw it back.
The big fella's just looking very relaxed there, Jeff. Just explaining to Coach Atami what he thinks this should go on. But down the other end, Lamanis definitely said they're going to double team from the baseline on his first dribble. So they'll wait for the first dribble, then they'll attack him from the baseline.
You know, I mean, we know that Iran have the experience in terms of Asia Cups, but it's also worth remembering. This is a team that played at the World Cup in 2014. This is the team that played at the World Cup in 2010. This is a team, or a country, that played at the 2008 Olympics in Beijing. So they have played at big tournaments, and they've got experience in this team. Not all of the players, but a lot of them. And the ball batted out of Nuli's hands.
Jeff, one of the things you're going to find that when you play Iran is that with Haddadi playing so deep, if you bring him out pick and roll high, oh, Norton's wide open.
Norton, and then he had it knocked out of his hands, but a foul called on Arslan Kazemi.
So go back to that. If you go back pick and roll,
the words "come on" could be like, I don't believe it.
Yeah,
could be seen being uttered by Kazemi. Look at this, and boy,
Glidden's just coming to the game. Come back to that pick and roll in a minute, but you've got to hit a jump shot from the back of the foul line as a guard. So here's the pick and roll here. If you bring Haddadi out,
Norton turns, puts it up, and the rebound from Kazemi. Look at those Boomer fans over there beating the chairs. Good crowd tonight. I can say it's much bigger than anticipated for me. Here you go, and jump shot no good.
Now they have to run, Jeff. They must run.
Body.
At the foul.
Jamshedi's not on yet, is he? I mean,
nope.
He did nothing but make shots last night.
But I tell you, the more shots he takes, the more chance you have of him making shots. He will get hot eventually. So right now you've got Angus Brandt being guarded by Haddadi. So you want Angus Brandt coming out, setting high pick and rolls, handoffs, make the big man work up where he doesn't want to work.
Norton and Mashieki gets the foul on Norton.
It's a good work from Mitch Norton there. Just fumbled it there. That might have given Mashieki a little sight that he might steal it. There's the foul with another reach.
Mashieki doesn't want to give away
cheap
ones. Maka's in the game. That's McCarron. Kay. Glidden. Here's Big Gus. And Gus, goes right at the big fella.
Nice play.
He says, "You want some of this?"
Yeah, Brandt has a great addict. Look, comes back on his stronger left hand there. Nice work from Brandt. Does that a lot.
That was a nice low post. Jumper body and tries to get it inside to Kazemi. Australia alert to the pass. Now quickly to Onions. Nope, he's not going to shoot it. And pass hit by Kazemi, goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Cage is looking for Glidden's cut. I think he just a little late if it was going to get there anyway. I'm not sure Glidden would have done much with it. A bit tight in there.
And this time, Haddadi says, "Brandt, this is my house." And now they're jawing at each other. You can't see it. You can't see it. And Haddadi's little exchange there with Gus Brandt. Now, you got to talk the talk. You're going to walk the walk. He follows up his own miss, and he doesn't convert. And now Brandt talks to. Look at that. He was talking right back at Hamed Haddadi. And now Haddadi's going to pick up a foul. And that is not a good foul for Haddadi to get.
Well done, Angus Brandt, because I tell you what, he's just waited at the foul line for Haddadi, then he's pinned him. Just boxed him out. There you see, look, so Haddadi now has to get the search for the wallet. And the referee said you can't do that in a basketball game.
Here's Glidden. The dunk from Maka. Maka attacker.
How high did McCarron get there?
elevation.
What's in his legs?
Shitty pulls up and finally gets one to fall.
And Australia do not want Mohamed Jamshidi getting hot, that's for sure.
Here's McCarron. And Grant on the baseline. And Kazemi with the rebound. There's Jamshidi, Jeffrey over to Yakshali. And a charge call on Jamshidi.
Great defense from Norton. I think Norton may have gotten away with one here. He might have been moving. Jamshidi's second foul. That's a big one too.
It's a tough foul because you can see that he knows the defense is there, so he's trying to make the pass. Or he makes the pass.
Big man stepped out of the game for a 58-second break here, Jeff. For Iran, Mertzat as replacement.
All right, so as opposed to argument, because usually it's the other big.
Yeah.
And they're going to let him put his weight on Brandt, and Brandt thinks he's going to go right at him.
Yeah, Brandt should have made that, I think, with the sub guarding him.
Now to Kazemi. Isn't that where Kazemi just needs to go up strong?
Yeah, he'll get 2 shots anyway because they're in the bonus. But Kazemi got well ahead of the pack there. The Australians had to quickly go down there and douse that fire as he was closing in for an easy 2. Kickoff's going to come back in.
Makes 1 of 2, and Gus Brandt brings it down. And Glidden misses from deep. And great hustle from McCarron, but can't save it. And I think Australia were trying to get 2 for 1 there.
Yeah, quite. I would think so. There won't be much in it by the time Iran have got a shot away down the other end.
So Naveed Niktesh, you know, one thing that Lamonis has harped on in the press conferences is the depth allows them to sustain the defensive level that they want for 40 minutes. So he's bringing in the players off the bench. He's got the other ones back out. Here we go. He's got Picker back out there. Jamshidi pulls up at the line. Tried to bank it. Oh. And a good scrap. A squabble out there.
Yes, indeed. That was Angus Brandt's all over, and that man there, 14, just snuck in and got 2 hands on it. Look at this. Brandt's got it, and all of a sudden, it's a good little fair old battle, isn't it? Good work from Angus Brandt, 14.
Yeah, excellent.
Took Haddadi on, got a foul out of him.
And to be fair, I think it was Haddadi that started the trash talking to Brandt.
Yes.
Started a war of words. Creek sets the pick. But he drives in and gets the foul. Look at this.
Kazemi gets lost here in the bundle to pick up Kadi and gets pushed right out of the way.
What a reaction by Australia. So it's Big Mirzai that gets the foul. And misses, but Kicker catches it. And boy, that could have been a 4-point trip down the floor. As it is the Boomers on top in a relatively low-scoring game, 18-14 over Iran after 1. Well, let's look at these early numbers.
Yeah,
Nick.
sorry, Jeff. Lively start from both teams. Australia just edged it by 4, and yet to hit a 3 are Iran. Australia's 2 of 6, but 6 of 14 for the Aussies inside. A lot of that has to come down to the Haddadi factor, which is pretty impressive in terms of altering shots and putting something in the back of players' minds that there's a real rim protector back there. That was the first 3 points of the game from Newley. Another one. You know, he hit his first 3 last night in the semi-final of the whole tournament. And now he's hit 2 in the first 10 minutes of the final here. There's Ahmed Haddadi's first play, one-on-one with Kickett. No help side coming over there, or no double team coming over there.
Well, basketball's a funny game, isn't it? Streaks, and maybe Newland's going to get on a hot streak now in the final.
Yeah, you're right about that. You know, he's been quiet all tournament, but he's a big game player, isn't he? He's one of those players that have been in many big games over the years.
Yeah, they don't call him big game Newells for nothing.
Played more minutes than anybody on this team in the NBL last year, averaging 32 minutes a game for the Kings.
Second quarter underway here, just on the outskirts of Beirut in Lebanon. Oh, the spin for Haddadi, going right at Brant and lays it up and in.
Wow, they're going to have to come with a better double team than that if it's going to come. Khadi came halfway and Haddadi went right through him like a knife through butter.
And now kicker throws one in.
Well, that's what you got to do. You got to make sure that Haddadi comes out and plays a shooter. I wonder if Haddadi might match up with Brant next time.
So there is Zahan is in the game, number 9. And here's Haddadi again, and it goes right at Brant.
Well, at some point they're going to have to figure out they're going to need some. They can't do a one-on-one coverage, that's for sure.
Kicker with a pump fake. Oh, it gets Haddadi off his feet and didn't get the call.
Yeah, unlucky. That should have been a foul. That should have been Haddadi's second foul. What's the odds? They're going to pump it in again, Jeff.
2-1.
Feed the bear.
5-3. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly right.
Well, they're going to go to delivers Zahan, and he misses.
I think they might have preferred that to go to Jamshidi press, but he's on the bench right now.
Yeah, they could have thrown it to Jamshidi, but it would have been out of bounds. Here's Glid. Still got Yakchali. Glid back to Brant, right at the line. The big fella.
Outstanding. That's the way to do it. You got to make the guy that Haddadi's guarding a jump shooter. Beautiful play from Cam Glidden. Knew exactly where to find his teammate.
What was Haddadi doing there? Even if he gets it to Yakchali, what's he going to do with it? And Khadi, bounce pass, Creek. And Australia go up by 7.
Yeah, that second foul's not long coming for Haddadi. You got to keep working here. Nice cut for that. That's another bump on the head of Mitch Creek there.
And Yakchali feels his way around. And Haddadi hits the jumper.
He's tough. He is tough.
Already.
He's
Now
talking
he's
to
talking again to Brant. And that time. And now they thought a technical foul on Haddadi. And you know what, Mick, I've got to tell you something. As you look at the flush from Creek, Haddadi gets to move at the other end, starts talking trash again.
Yes, he did.
And then, and while he's talking trash, the Australia players blows right by him for a layup.
Yeah, this is not a good call. I don't.
Yeah, and then he did get tangled up. I thought that was a bit harsh. But he needs to just play.
I've seen a lot of players flop in my time, Jeff. I've never seen a 7-footer flop. When they go down hard. So why would you want to go down?
Yeah.
Maybe we've got to see a replay of what happened. I think that him and Angus Brant, so it's Hodgson was out there.
I think he lost his balance.
Yeah.
But they were kind of locked arms. So huge opportunity for Australia because they also keep possession. They're so good, they don't need any extra help from Haddadi losing his scruples. And could be deep, rebound Creek. And there's kicker, goes right up over Haddadi.
Haddadi's upset with, I think it's Jamshid, if you're not coming down and helping with the defensive rebounding.
Yakchali's going to put up a three. He hits it. Oh, the game gets a little hot. It's time for a little bit of Yakchali.
And you know what? Australia can't go to sleep on the broken play. They've got to guard everything.
Now Hodgson. Kadee with a little runner. Hodgson with the follow.
Yeah, they're just going to work in all areas right now, Australia, and just.
And Haddadi's telling his coach to make a substitution. I think he's saying you need to get Dalil Zahan out and bring in somebody big to help out on the boards.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Jeff.
I mean, that's how much sway he has in this team. And found Hodgson boxing out Kazemi.
Yeah, probably needless really for Hodgson to get involved with Kazemi, but Kazemi works so hard down there.
Look at the switches and the changes, and
of course all this, Jeff, is when Mashieki's on the bench, isn't it? So when Mashieki's on the bench, they do have a mismatch problem. See what Hodgson. Oh, Hodgson's actually facing Kazemi. He's got to get in a better body position.
Oh, nice pass. Oh, great work by Iran.
Just sublime, isn't it? Beautiful touch.
Have you ever seen a player basically tell the coach to make a substitution when it involves somebody else?
Well,
incredible. And a jump shot, no good, but a foul.
Jeff, I think it's a clear understanding
Yeah.
of the game from Haddadi, because it's an obvious choice. You get your veteran player, a Sahakian, in the game. He's been on this team many years. In some ways, it perhaps should have been the go-to guy to begin with. Good work from Hodgson.
He played huge last night. Hodgson has to take a seat.
3 fouls for Hodgson, Jeff. That's
not a good development, but the good thing is for Australia is they've got Brandt, who has been playing at his best tonight.
Yeah, they got their fair share of bigs. There's no doubt they can get through all of them tonight.
He has no fouls.
I think Australia need to get this third foul out of Haddadi, which is not, I don't feel it's too far coming.
Sahakian turns in the lane, puts it up, and forced it a little bit. Good D from Australia. 7 points to lead. Now Brandt's going to try to get it. And he goes up and shot it over the basket. Jamshidi, a lot of rim. Brandt with the board. Here's Knowles, hands it off to Brandt, and
I just can't see that being a successful way of beating Haddadi. You can't keep challenging him.
Australia tried to trap Yakchali as he crossed. As he was about to cross the line, he was able to make the pass. Haddadi's going to go at Brandt. Ooh. Good help defense from Kickert.
It was indeed. That's what Lamanis wants. The help side coming from the baseline. Haddadi knows it's coming now, so he'll be more aware of his space in there.
McCarron over to Kay. Now Newley. Kay goes baseline and travels. Well, he kind of beat Sahakian, but Haddadi was there.
Jeff, that's the 4th time in a row they've tried to challenge Haddadi and come up with nothing. I think Brandt's had a couple of bites. Kay there.
Nice pass, and it's going to be before the shot. And that is 3 fouls on Australia in the quarter.
How about that little post, gives a post pass into the next one in. Sahakian post right under the bucket. And Norton with the foul.
Norton. Haddadi, oh, he calls it travel. He doesn't complain.
No.
Tells his teammates to get down the court to play D. They'll be there in a minute. Okay, step back and nails it.
Nice shot. And you got to, that's what I'm saying, you got to be a jump shooter. Much more success out of that.
Charlie feels the defense coming.
Good defense from Kay to chase down into the corner. He knows that the guy's guarding is going to be halfway down the floor. Trailing the play, Haddadi. And timeout here for, I imagine it's Iran, Jeff, but I didn't see the signal.
How do you feel about this start by Iran compared to the start by China? You know, China were able to lead for much of the first half, didn't they? I mean, they kept it close. They're only down 3 at halftime.
China against who?
China against Australia.
Oh,
in the quarterfinals.
This is a different game, Jeff, because
I feel like this Iran team is.
Well, that was a game Australia played after a 5-day break. Came out a bit shaky, you know, and China made the most of it. This is completely different. If China played Australia now, it would be 3 at halftime. This is, you know, Australia, I think, are in a very good position here. I think this is what Lamanis is trying to attack here.
And then he's behind it. So if you don't have that, you got kicks behind you. All right, here we go.
I still think that one of the things on Lamanis' mind is how you guard the low post. So they've had success one time sending the double team baseline. I'm convinced that'll be the way ahead, but they've got to get the extra rotation around to the baseline too, sort it out. So Kickett started the game guarding Haddadi, and he'll be guarding him right now in this inbounds play.
Charlie pulls up and a little bit long. Now Norton goes baseline, passes out, and the 3 is no good for McCarron.
It's a good look from McCarron, that's for sure. Wide open. I think it was a back screen from Kay.
Oh, there was that Charlie throwing that, and it's going to lead to a two-handed jam.
Excellent work. That's making the most of mistakes there from Iran. Turnover. Norton get the assist. McCarron, the high flyer. We have 1 dunk tonight. Jeff, something must be wrong with Mashiach. Oh, he's coming back into the game now, is he? No, he's not, Jeff. This is Arslani coming in.
No, it's Mashiach, is it? Yeah. And another turnover. And Iran.
It begs the question. Begs the question. Why is your starting point guard been on the bench so long?
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if they felt like it was a size thing, rebounding. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. I mean, he's a sprightly player, isn't he?
Well, yeah, I mean, he was All-Star 5 caliber for me coming into this game.
Dynamite.
Explosive. And the handoff to Brent. Short little jumper. Oh, Iran need all the help they can get right now on those short misses. They'll be gratefully received. Behind the back pass. And the handoff to Jamshidi. And traveling on Haddadi.
Yeah, they've just got him doing his little pirouettes in there, and the referees have got a keen eye on it. They caught him twice previous to this. Yeah, see that little extra step by his left hand, and Brad Newley right in the referee's face. Said, "Come on, ref."
And now Newley gets in and scores. That's him at his slashing best.
Yeah, that's it. That's his game, isn't it? Beautiful. Gets it up quickly onto the backboard. Makes sure that Haddadi, look how close Haddadi was too.
It's like Lamas is smiling over there on the sidelines for Australia. He's enjoying this. Haddadi hands it off, and Kazemi fouled as he goes up for it. And Newley raises his hand.
Beautiful pass from Haddadi. Looks over his shoulder, just dips it off. And I think it's a clear foul before the shot, I would think, but
they're going to give him the 2 free throws. Well,
they're probably over the limit anyway.
Foul.
No, they're not.
Well, that's the first foul on Newley.
Yep. Fourth team foul for Australia. Yeah, so it's.
Good. Razan's back in the game for the first time, so
Daddy's right at the end of the bench there, Jeff, getting a bit of it looks like he must be getting treatment. They've gone into the medical bag for something.
Might not be a bad idea to sit him down for the rest of the half.
Yeah.
With 1:20 to go, and he's got the 2 fouls. Naveed Niktash, kind of the forgotten man, has come in. We thought he played pretty well in the group phase.
Well, the first game, I think that's all one time he got, wasn't it? I know they talked about his defense, didn't they, at one point in practice?
Gus Brandt, and now the pass tapped away. And Jamshidi pushes it down. City pulls up and misses badly.
Flying rebound from McCarron. He gets up. I tell you, he's got some real springs in his heels.
Brandt goes in, tries to throw it down.
Oh, yeah.
How about that? What do you call that? A slam layup?
He's been tough today, Brandt. Taking it right to it. Oh, look at that high flying. All the Iranians, including Haddadi.
You know you're living right when that goes in. Niktash for 3. And Kay sets a pick on Jeff Shady. Jeff Shady was hoping to get a foul called. Final several seconds, ticking off the clock. Kay has it, puts up a 3. Good! And Australia, look at that. In complete command at halftime, a run at the end has given them a 43-26 lead.
Just look at Jamshidi, Jeff. He's on his hands on his knees. He's walking to the locker room, and he doesn't look. He looks an exhausted man. We talked about running the legs off him, and this might be the turning point right here.
FIBA circulated a survey during
there you see the numbers. Australia 15 of 34 of 10. They only needed to hit 1 of 6 for Iran. That's not going to get them anywhere close to claiming the title.
Our 3 lucky winners are
rebounds, 7 offensive rebounds against 2 for Iran. That's fairly dominant as far as they're concerned. And the 10 turnovers, 5 difference between the 2 teams, is a big factor in Australia's 17-point lead.
Yep, 43-26. It's only 4:40 a.m. in Australia, so this is definitely something worth staying up for, don't you think?
Which side of the country?
Or something getting in Melbourne.
Oh, okay.
Something worth getting up for.
No, absolutely.
Since you asked in Perth, it is 2:40, so it was worth staying up for. Anyway, it's all Boomers right now, folks. Still 20 minutes to play. Australia head off with smiles on the way to the locker room, and for the team in white, it's time to regroup. Iran trail by 17 points. We'll be right back.
اللي ربحوا معنا البرايزز هن لكن مسيو مروان حداد يين شاو وفي ايميل @mycarmen@gmail.com. So please
shy girl until I made you my girl. Now you push me like a big boy till I cut you like you did something. You ain't gotta wait for it. You ain't gotta wait for me to give you my love. You ain't gotta wait for it. Things are getting sticky, girl. I think that I'm stuck. I'll admit I'm wrong, but I know that you gon' come for me. Yeah. Never gonna not hit by your loving is just to me. And every time you hit my phone, you say you need company. Oh, I'ma run up on you. 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 I'ma run up on you.
Deep inside, deep down inside, deep inside, deep down inside.
I feel it. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Pass me a drink to the left. Said her name was Delilah, and I'm like, you should come my way. I already
عم تسمعوني هيدا اوتوماتيك حبيبي وملزقينه.
(43-26), Australia in command against Iran. They went on an 11-1 run over about the last 6 minutes of the first half, and have put themselves into a fantastic position to go on and win the Asia Cup at the first attempt. And you have to say, even before this tournament started, there were a lot of people, probably the majority of people, I would suggest, were saying that this Australia team would win the FIBA Asia Cup. And really, there hasn't been anything to suggest that they're not going to in this entire tournament. They just are deep. They get after you. They play. They make plays, and they make plays also at the end of quarters. They got baskets at the end of both quarters to help stretch their lead.
Yeah, and I think we talked about it in pregame, Jeff, with the amount of minutes that have gone through these Iranian players in the last 72 hours. You know, almost full games at this level is it's unsustainable for the third game like this. And Australia have spread the minutes throughout the tournament. Every player's got around about the 19 to 23 minute mark, and they've just run players in and out the whole time. And the legs, I think the legs have gone from these Iranian players, but the first 5 minutes will tell us all what is left in the locker, what's left in the tank for Iran, and we may see this put to bed fairly quickly near the end of this third period.
Yeah, I think the start of Iran's problems, unfortunately for them, started when Hamed Haddadi started jawing.
Yeah,
started jawing with Brand.
Well, he got a few calls going against him down the other end, the travelling didn't quite go his way. And I think solid defense.
He was a bit distracted. That distracted him from what he needed to do. And Brand was only too happy to jaw back at him, and it kind of then took Haddadi off his game. I mean, yeah, they had several little battles. Haddadi won a battle, Brand won a battle, but at the end of the day, you have to say it kind of lit the touch paper for Australia.
Yeah, absolutely. So the final 20 minutes here, Jeff. We've got the same starters for Australia. Makes sense. I'm surprised to see the same starters for Iran. They've very short rotation. I don't know whether you saw that, Jeff, but Haddadi and Hodgson just to give each other a little tap on the shorts to say, good game, mate.
Okay, second half action underway here in Beirut, Lebanon. It's the FIBA Asia Cup final. Australia up by 17 points. And a screen, illegal screen, I think, on Kickert.
Yeah, it is. Away from the ball as well. Frustrating for Coach Lamanis. Second foul on Kickert. Full court press here from, or pressure from Australia.
Haddadi, he can't do it all himself, but he can certainly do a lot. And he draws a foul on Kickert.
Quick two for Daniel Kickert. It's up coming in. Kay was the one who hit the three-pointer before the half, so he'll come in buoyed with a lot of confidence.
Kickert says, what did I do? Yeah. What did I do? Well, it's kind of wrapped him up a bit there. So that's
tough for Kickert because Haddadi had lost control.
Chali to Haddadi at the line, and Kazemi was able to hustle to the ball and pass it out.
He's a worker, isn't he? Kazemi
is. Here's Mashieki. Puts it to Kazemi, and Mashieki puts it up and draws the foul.
Mashieki, we saw him time and time again the last two games in the third period especially get to the hoop And here he is again going against 4 green shirts. Chance for 2 free throws for him.
Well, he was such a vital part of the team and all the success in this tournament. And you mentioned, you know, he spent a lot of time on the bench. What did he play? He played all of, well, he played 15 minutes. So I guess it was noticeable when he was out of the game. Anyway, 15-point difference at this stage. Kadi drifts into the lane. Foul Kazemi. Look at this. Oh, got a lot of leather there. Did Kazemi. You can see that was the reaction. You're susceptible to getting that foul call though when you reach. No matter what. Here's Kadi. Trick to K, and you see who skied high to get the rebound?
Wow, he got the hustle play, didn't he? It's come off Mashayeki last of all, I think it is.
He got up and got the ball, but then he couldn't hold on to it. Is somebody, who was it?
Oh, he's got exactly right. Newley got it right, didn't he? Mashayeki fumbled it out.
Yep. So here's Newley. He's had a good game. Goes right at Yakchali. Oh, it's all working right now for Yakchali. He apologizes. He's like, sorry, coach.
Yeah, he was a little out of control there, going off his one leg, but what a play. When it's your day, it's your day. Must be 10 points for Newley now.
Well, he had the 2 threes, and he also had a layup. So, yeah, at least 10 points. And Mashieki at the line. And now Kadi pushes it for the Boomers. And Kay was fouled as he got to the rim.
Beautiful transition from Nicholas Kay. Just making sure he was in a lane to flush this one. And what a dump off from Kadi. So now he's got to make him pay, get these 2 free throws down. Inching closer, Jeff, to a 20-point difference.
A lot of activity in the social media. If you go to hashtag FIBA Asia Cup 2017 about what's happening. Kay makes the free throw, so a lot of it is complimenting the play of Australia and suggesting this might be a country that's going to dominate the Asia Cup for years to come.
Yeah, would not be surprised. With the depth of players they've got, there's a definite air about it, isn't there? But you know, it sets a different standard, and I think that's even more important.
And get the ball inside, the ball knocked out of bounds, 5 on the shot clock.
It just makes the other countries, Jeff, realize that they have to work harder.
Charlie's got to launch one from deep and misses. And because he didn't hit the rim, the shot clock expires. It's a shot clock violation.
Look at this, Jeff. They'll get it in quick and lay up.
Hodgson. And 2 shots.
Heady play. Nicholas Kay sprinted over to the sideline, made sure the referee got it in quickly. Look at this. Newley looks up, and already Hodgson's down the floor. And Iran now are just on that tipping point.
Got the foul trouble, but it's kind of insignificant at this point. Up 20. It's 1 of 2. And Mashieki did well, just getting it over in time for this pass to Yakchali.
And already half the shot clock's gone before they get to an offense.
Called on Hodgson, that's number 4. He says, I want to be out here as we roll up this big score. I want to enjoy this. But he's going to have to go enjoy it from the bench.
So 4 on Hodgson, 3 on Kickett. I think by the time they run out of bigs, Australia, this game might be long gone.
Yeah, no fouls on Brandt.
No. Okay.
And remember, David Anderson never played a minute, a second, because he picked up a shoulder injury.
Never bounced the ball in anger, did he?
Picked up a shoulder injury in the friendly against Syria. So he left, had to leave the Boomers to go home. So they've had 11 players. Kadee from the corner, and look at that, Creek with the rebound.
Outstanding work from Creek. Just clearing up the missed shots. And look at the pressure again. It's going to take vital seconds off the shot clock for Iran.
City hits it, gets it back to 18.
Sweet jump shot, isn't it? Very sweet. 15 feet, 23 feet, you name it, he's got it.
But you say they're teetering. Is there any way this team can get back into it? Of course there is, but they've got to get stops. It's basic stops, basic rebounds. Got to get that rebound there. See, time before Creek got the rebound and scored with a putback. Now you got to score. Mashieki under pressure, fouled by Kay.
That's a hook. Referees are referees right on line to spot the hook. Watch this. Watch his right arm there. That's what Kay is complaining about.
Absolutely.
He's still having a natter to the referee about it. Polite one.
Oh, it's a lot of rim, a lot of backboard. It goes in. And this makes one of two.
Good work from Brandt, because that might have dropped in.
Absolutely. You can take it off the rim. Mooley gets in. And oh, how is that Australia ball?
That is a question all the Iranians are going to ask too.
They're gonna go and talk, and the Kazakhstan referee says back up.
Well, you know he's right, because it's been deflected off Kasemi.
Off Kazemi, yeah. It looked live like it wasn't. I thought, and now it looks like it's Australia's ball. They've given it to Iran.
This for me is where the game changes in Australia's favour. When you bring McCarron off the bench, Norton is in the game too. All three Mitches in there. That's the Mitch 5.
Yeah. In many respects, it's almost an upgrade with the energy they bring.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is where Iran just cannot.
Can't match it.
No, they cannot. No, there's no way.
Kazemi gets in, puts up a runner, and Haddadi fouled as he gets the rebound.
Those two having a little chat to each other still.
Yeah, they're still talking. Wouldn't want to be having the mic too close to that one, folks. There you go.
See, Haddadi's right arm right up in the armpit of Brandt. That's what Brandt's complaining about, that he's been held down. That's the old veterans, old school move.
So that's Brandt's first foul.
Brandt needs to write that one down and use it. He gets back to the NBL.
Haddadi, well, he's in double digits already. 15 points now. And it gets back to 15 points, the deficit. Iran need to stop, and Kazemi reaches around, knocks it away from Norton, asks if he's okay. He needs to get up and run down the court. Mashieki, no white shirts under for the rebound. It's not a good shot from Mashieki, is it?
No, it's one of those that when it goes in, all's well and good.
And Brandt goes in and misses with the short jump hook. So Australia, the door opening ever so slightly for Team Melli, for Iran. Oh, look at the bounce pass. Tough shot! And how in the world does Mashieki make plays like that? How does he convert those chances?
Off his right hand too. Left-handed Yaksheti. Watch this.
And he was also almost fumbling the ball when he was going up.
Yeah.
I mean, his finishing ability is something to marvel at. Look at this.
You know, K does well too, because he could easily have swiped down with his arms and got a foul.
Yeah, he's fundamentally sound, K, isn't he?
Look at that. Both hands stay vertical all the time. He's going to make the shot, make it a tough shot.
Mecca, all right, on the cross screen. You've got a chance at Angus Brand here. Sit the
Well, encouraging, isn't it, from Iran? You know, I think the betting man would have said they're dead buried.
Well, I was about to answer your question. No way. So.
But you know, we said, you said they're teetering. They're about ready to get knocked out, and here they are. They've shaved some points off the deficit. Now Australia has missed a couple of shots. You know, but the bottom line is, if you're Iran, you can't give Australia second opportunities. You can't turn the ball over.
I think a lot rests here, Jeff, on the two bigs for Australia in the game here, Kane and Brandt. How they react over the next 4.5 minutes, because Kickett and Hodgson won't come back in, I don't think, this third period.
Bounce pass to, oh, he gets pinned. Creek by Haddadi, and then he gets the head shake. And Creek isn't going to engage in any type of tete-a-tete with Ahmed Haddadi.
Yeah, this five need to knuckle down and play some hard defense here for Australia.
And Haddadi goes right to the basket and missed the layup. Look at Creek push in. Oh, that was a charge. He kind of led. He thought he was going to get an and one, but instead, it's the long walk to the other end. Look at this.
A few errors from both teams here. Just that. Led with the elbow as well, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what got it.
The elbow extends.
Well, just kind of slightly. I mean, to be fair, Creek is putting pressure on the D, isn't he?
Yeah.
You like that attacking play.
Yeah, you're not going to argue too much with that move, that's for sure.
Another pick and the bounce pass, and Kazemi goes up and draws the foul.
Tough move. I think this is against Brandt too. Can you look forward to?
Look at this. Brandt says you're going to have to earn it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go to the line, young man.
Fire with fire.
And Brandt looks at him. It's not going to help him up. It's just the way it goes. And here it is again.
Jeff, it's a long 3 minutes 40. I'll tell you, to the break. Brandt won't want to pick up another foul. I can guarantee where that ball's going now next offense.
Well, free throw wise, 10 of 14 at the line for Iran. 10 of 13, 10 of 14, 11 of 15, I think. And 4 of 6 for Australia. They're not getting as many opportunities. Yeah, 11 of 15 for Iran now. So right at 73%. Kadi back in, gets it to Brandt, and then he has it knocked away. Now a break opportunity. Jamshidi is going to go right at Onions, and Gooden commits the foul. Door.
Well, Kickett's coming back in, Jeff, on his 3 fouls. That's a big call. I wonder who's going to come out. K, maybe?
Because he's got some quick hands. Did you see that? And Jamshidi does a good job. And
yeah, no,
again,
exactly right.
K does a great job of saying, listen, just go to the line. Go to the line and prove to me you can make some free throws. And you know that noise, that creaking noise, you can hear it. What is it? You know what it is?
The door.
The door opening ever so slightly. Not as much as it might have if we made the first. He could have got it back to 10 points. Instead, he gets it to 11. So Kicker with the 3 fouls back in the game. Gus Brandt to McCarron. Australia pushed out. Now McCarron's going to put the ball on the deck and drive in and put up a wild shot, and it didn't touch the rim. So the ball turns over to Iran.
Well, they've lost their way, haven't they, Australia? Just not quite coming up with the shots they want.
They've scored 7 points in the third quarter.
And the defensive efforts there, that's what you got to believe. The defense will take you to the championship. But it's not going to be easy for them.
Jamshidi with a little pump fake, and that ball did not go down. Rattled out. Now Kadi. Little break. And I don't understand that defense from Masayeki. You're either going to get back and play D, or you're going to foul him.
They had a foul to give too. That's the disappointing part. They're giving up 2 points when they're only on 3 team fouls.
Back to 13. Much needed stop. And the spin. And where's Masayeki throwing it? And you can't pass to yourself.
No, you can. I had this argument with the referee the other day. You can shoot the ball at air ball. Look at them trying to get the ball in bounds quick. Iran just walking back on defense.
See if the
Haddadi's talking to Brandt there, Jeff.
Now he's going to try to post him up. And Brandt goes up, and the ball batted. Yeah, I know it's part of the game, but I don't like it.
No, they're talking trash talking. No.
And Chali puts up with the reverse layup.
Yeah, that's a little too easy for Australia's liking, Jeff. They got to knuckle down a bit harder than that.
And Glidden decides to bring it back out. I don't like it because I don't think it helps Haddadi.
No.
And it's already backfired once on him. And foul on Masayeki for a hold.
Just tugging onto the shorts there of Kadi.
The Boomers look like they had the wind in their sails, but those winds have died down. Now they get it into Kickert. Oh, soft touch, and gets the roll.
Beautiful play. Kickert's man switches out to the runner. That means if Kickert opens up, he's got a nice jump shot, which he did.
Attacks, puts up a little floater. Kickert with the rebound. Now up ahead to Brandt. Good catch from him. Kadi for 3. And Haddadi knocks it out, and it ends up with Masayeki. It's a break for Iran. Back to Masayeki, and Iran cut it back to 11. There he is. He can really get up, can't he?
Yeah, he can. Good work, good teamwork there. 2-on-1 break. Keep the ball moving.
Kickert goes to work against Kazemi. Turns, and a foul, and that means Kickert goes to the line.
You know, Jeff, we haven't seen a real half-court dour game this tournament, have we? It's been pretty much up and down, fast break, but here we got one here.
3 fouls on Kazemi.
And look at the Iranian players, 4 of them hands on knees.
Yep, they played a real tough one last night against Korea. And as we've alluded to, they don't go as deep to their bench as Australia do. So a lot more minutes. Both of these teams won their group games. Sorry, won their initial groups, and went straight to the quarterfinals. Chali faces pressure as the final seconds tick off the clock here in the quarter. Yet Chali drives in, and they get nothing. Look at that long way. Going to be close. So that's the end. Well, all things considered, Australia is still in a commanding position, up 13 points, but Iran is trying to stay within touch, doing a good job. They've still got 10 minutes to claw it all the way back.
Jeff, if we look at some of these numbers, I thought it was a pretty good half for Iran, but Australia just held steady. Iran only won 3-pointer for the game, Australia 4 of 12. That's not the big difference for me. It's the 19 shots inside the arc that have been the big difference for Australia, 41. And if you look at bench points too, I think, Jeff, in terms of bench production, Iran haven't got any points off the bench. And at halftime, I know Australia had 15, but if you count the third quarter too, that would have increased by probably up to the 20-point. I mean, they're a 10-deep team.
You only see
11 deep, sorry.
You only see 7 attempts from 3 from deep for Iran. That's because Australia are getting out on the shooters?
Yeah, no doubt about that. They're not getting any free shots, are they? There's no space at all for them anywhere. You know, Mashiaki, Jamshidi, both great 3-point shooters. Look at that block shot there as Crete went up.
So 10 minutes separate one of these two teams from the FIBA Asia Cup title. And chants of Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi being heard in Beirut, Lebanon, perhaps for the first time ever. And Jamshidi misses. He just hasn't provided any offense tonight. Chali, he gets inside, they go hard, and it's Kazemi who's able to
come down hard too on his wrist.
Hold. He was fumbling the ball and kind of just held his ground. Look at this. He's fumbling it and is able to get the foul called.
Oh, right in his fingers, Jeff. Right on his fingers.
Oof. Is he going to have to come out of the game?
I don't know. That was.
He might have to take it for the team and go out. If he can't shoot it,
it's his left hand, so it'll be.
Hatem, the coach of Iran, is looking. Look at the Australian fans. They've made the journey to the Middle East. Are they going to be rewarded with the big W, with the big T, the title?
It's looking good right now.
Well, the free throw misses are really felt for these Iranian players. And this is too. Yeah, I just wonder if he should have taken himself out there. Mashiaki reaches in. They're now 12 of 19 at the free throw line. 1 of 7 from the arc, and that was Mashiaki trying to come up with a badly needed steal.
4th foul on him too. That's why he's sitting down. They're at their most vulnerable without Mashiaki on the floor, I think.
Yeah, that doesn't help him. Dalir Zahan has come into the game. And Norton goes right around him. Look at that. They get it to Hodgson. And I just wonder if they should think about having Sahakian in there.
Yeah, so it's interesting why they've gone to Dali Hazan
or
first of all.
Nick Tash for his ability to score. Oh, Haddadi's going to put up a 3. And that smacks of desperation.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Jeff. I would say right now Australia just need to knuckle down here, just concentrate, focus, go through their offenses.
You want Yakchali and Jamshidi certainly taking those threes. And Newley gets in and scores again.
Class, absolute class from Bradley. This is the best he's played all week.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
He's been saving it for this game.
Big game. Just call him big game. Look at that. Jamshidi just can't buy a bucket right now, can he? Gets it back. He's working hard, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now to Kazemi, and he's able, by attacking the basket, to draw. Is it the 4th foul on Kickert?
I mean, they just keep working hard. I mean, there's 4 or 5 players in this team for Iran. They're all solid players. Take your pick, really. Kickert, Hodgson. And it's Kickert's 4th.
So the kicker has to leave. but if they brought K in, yep, and that's not necessarily good news the way he's been playing tonight for Iran. And this time Kazemi makes the first free throw. Gets it back to 14.
You know, with the size of Haddadi and the fact that Iran are quite happy to run a slow, walk it up half-court game, there is an element they could get back into this with a couple of threes. We've seen a lot of quick turnarounds in this tournament.
Another pass to Creek, and Kazemi reached in, knocked it away. And that's a lot of ball there.
Well, Kazemi was the one that reached. Haddadi's complaining about, and Haddadi's got the foul.
All right, are they saying he bumped him?
No, he got the wrong person.
He had that swiping motion and didn't come within about 6 inches of it.
Yeah, he got the wrong player. Kazemi should have got it. Well, I guess it stopped Kazemi getting his 4th foul, so there can't be too many complaints.
Yeah, maybe in the grand scheme of things, it's not a bad mistake. Although that said, Kazemi he got a lot of ball. Creek takes it up to 14. You know, I'm just wondering if he might have the inside track to tournament MVP if they win this game.
Who's this?
Creek.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's my vote.
The one thing I would say about that is the Australians are so balanced and so
it's
similar. It's
not
difficult
easy
to pick, you know, their best 5 players really. I mean, they don't lose anything when they bring the guys off the bench, and that's really the ultimate compliment you can pay any team.
I would say for Creek gets the difficult matchups.
And Haddadi helped out with that call, I think.
I think if Haddadi's making that pass there, Jeff, it's not far long. This game's not long coming for Australia to close it out. Not looking to score as much.
Haddadi, yep, puts up. He'd rather take that than take the one inside. Dooley open.
This will be Kazemi's 4th foul.
He is trying to get a.
Oh, wow, look at that. Angus Brandt's holding on to his shorts. He'll feel a little. You know, and that's right in front of the referee's view, too. In defense of Kazemi, Jeff, I don't think the referees have really understood the hook, the reach around foul
he's
of
talking
holding.
to him right now.
Yeah.
Argavon is going to come in for Kazemi.
You got 2 players on the bench with 4 fouls here, so it's a crucial time for Iran.
And they get into K. That might just be it. 17 points, the lead again. Australia having just opened up that huge lead. We've said it so many times. The team might come back, but find out they're still down big. And that was short.
Daddy wants out, Jeff. There's a play down the other end, and the big man's talking to the coach. I think he's he's not happy. Good play from Creek down here.
So they get to Newley, just has to turn, put it up and score.
This could get ugly now.
Yeah, you just see Iran, the air has,
it's gone.
All of the air is gone from the balloon.
Score this easy. Look at the spin. Sharkian falls, not sure where the ball is.
(64-45). The Boomers on their way, it seems, to a convincing win. Dooley's got 14 points. That's a team high. What was his previous high coming into this game?
Knowles?
Yeah, Knowles.
He had a 9 and an 8 and a 4, so first time in double figures for the vet.
Separation with 12, you might need to late hustle with 12. 11's hot, 12's decent.
He's almost stealing in to become the man of the match, not the MVP of the tournament, but definitely the man of the match, isn't he?
Sort of stuff. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Often you see that, if you look at the scoreboard, Jeff, only 5 scorers for Iran. They've got nothing at all from the bench.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that was going to be a factor coming in, and so it proved. Australia deeper. You know, international basketball, you need, at the elite level, to be able to go to your bench and to go deep to your bench. Australia have had all 10 players play at least 11 and a half minutes. And a lot of them even more minutes. So Iran, nothing close to that. He's not going to get it. They've fallen asleep. And the frustration for Iran evident.
There's a few looks of content looks on that bench for Australia right now. I think they sense it's not going to be far away.
Creek looked like he tripped over the foot of Jamshidi. Now he's got it. Here's Newley. Newley drives in, puts it up and in. He's got 16 points. And the scrap for the ball. They're scrapping. They're getting after it. Look at it. Even with a big lead. Arghavan swiping down on Mitch Creek. And Iran need to keep their cool here. And Newley, the peacemaker, goes up and gives a hug to Sahakian, the two veterans. And now they've called a couple of technicals to try to call things, a couple of offsetting fouls to calm things down. And I think Arghavan was a little bit out of order there from Iran.
Yeah, he was. To be honest with you, it's just 2 players going for the ball, and nobody wants to let go of it. Always happens with jump balls, especially in a game of magnitude like this, where one team is on the verge of getting embarrassed. Daddy's back in, so
comes out.
There is life in Iran yet, maybe.
Can't see it. 21 points.
No, it's true.
So it was Yakchali who went down, and
K, wouldn't it?
K, yeah.
Look at this.
Nothing wrong with that.
They grew up playing rugby.
Both
Look at that. That's a maul.
And that's just where you've got to call, you know, blow your whistle. Yeah, exactly. They're both not going to lose it. Look at that.
Now it's a maul or a ruck.
Nobody's getting into anything there until Arghavan comes in. And it got a little bit nasty. Brandt passes out to Kay. And Brandt taps it to Creek. And Kazemi goes up, sacrifices everything to get the rebound. And tough catch there from Jamshidi.
I think the big man wants it inside, doesn't he? Nope.
Charlie's going to drive in and get the foul called. And a little bit of emotion over there on the Iranian bench from Hatem, the coach.
Well, Haddadi and Brandt again. They must be getting to know each other quite well. Look, see, well, Haddadi, he's the ace offensive rebounder. Look at this. He just works Brandt out the way.
I'm sure they'll sit down and
share a schooner after the game.
Have a cold one after this. Yeah. They'll laugh about it. The battles that are waged in the name of international basketball. So really looks as lively as ever.
Oh, he just looks ready for it, doesn't he?
And
nice
there
play.
you have it. A push by Jamshidi rather. fouled. Brandt will go to the line for a three-point play. And Masieki's going to come back in. So Brandt now has 10 points. Jamshidi goes out. Haddadi goes up for the dunk. And quickly, McCarron releases.
Right out the block straight away, wasn't he? Get the ball down the other end as quick as you can.
You have to say this Australia team, and the dunk to Brandt. Passes it back out. And in it goes to Kay, and he's going to walk, but Australia used 24 seconds up that time. Here is the dunk from Haddadi.
Still good. He's still very tough to stop one-on-one.
He's got 17.
Be surprised to see this ball go down low again. This little matchup develop a bit more. The game's all over, but
Mashieki.
Here we go. Feed the bear.
You got to play to the final buzzer.
Brandt wants to double team.
And he's able to get it. Kazemi again goes up, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Tough luck on Kay, just went right through his legs. You know, Kay and Brandt, Jeff, the questions were asked third quarter. They're hanging tough right now, fourth quarter.
Saw that field goal shooting inside the arc for Australia. 50%.
Yeah, it's a great performance.
Haddadi, instead of going to the basket, tried to pass, and then Mashieki loses it as he goes up. Newly again, and fouled by Haddadi.
Oh, they're just direct. Iran get back slowly. They're walking back.
4 fouls on Haddadi.
Yeah, and they're just really taking advantage of the slovenly way. Oh, see, Brandt eased Haddadi out the way. That's what Haddadi's complaining about. Wily play from Brandt.
So as Australia maintain that healthy lead and march towards the title, Brad Newley, great return for him to top form at the right time. And amazing how when that first shot goes in sometimes it makes all the difference.
Yeah, yeah.
And Australia are making a loud statement that's heard all over the Asian continent tonight. If you didn't know how good the Boomers basketball program is, will be, you know now. They have come here with effectively a new team, especially since David Anderson.
Yes, exactly right,
home.
Jeff.
None of these 11 players were at the Olympics. Is that the 5th on Haddadi?
Yeah, no, it's 5th on Hodgson.
Oh, sorry.
I think it is anyway.
No, they've given it to McCarron.
Wow.
So they've come here. Australia have come here with 11 players that weren't even with the team that made it to the semifinals of the Olympics. And they have won all of their games. And they're now up 20 points on Iran in the final. And Andre Lamanis. And you've got to really tip your hat to these guys, just champing at the bit, or chomping if you prefer, to wear the Boomers shirt. And they've done it in grand style. And don't forget, you'll see them in the World Cup qualifiers, the majority of these guys, you would imagine.
Yes. I mean, there may be additions too. It's just such a...
And that's going to be the great thing for Boomers fans. They'll be able to watch their national team play on home soil. They'll get to watch them during the season. Good block from Kazemi. It's the same for Iran. World Cup Asian qualifiers. Kadadi turns, and good follow by Sahakian. Gets it back to 17 points, the deficit. It'll be interesting to see who makes the All-Star 5 as well. And Kickert turns, scores!
Big post up from Kickert. Loves that little move, doesn't he? Surprised to see Iran go to zone at this stage of the game.
And the way they're holding it up now, it's almost as if they know the game is up.
Yep, you're right there.
There's Mashieki. Maka with the rebound. To that pass to the corner. Kadi, air ball. So a foul called on Sahakian. So, you know, looking ahead, first of all, let's just go back and look back at Australia. They started with a 16-point win over Japan. They won against Hong Kong, 99-58. They rolled to a big win over Chinese Taipei, 90-50. And then China put up a good fight in the first half after a long break. Australia, because they clinched first, didn't have to play the qualification to the quarterfinals. They went straight to the quarterfinals. Australia won at 97-71. Then they beat New Zealand last night after racing into a 22-2 lead. They ended up winning that one 106-79. And here they are on top of Iran in the final. I mean, it's been just an imperious march to the title. Now, what is the referee doing? Wants to look at a replay.
What's the ruling on this, Jeff? Are the referees allowed to look at replays?
Within 2 minutes of the end?
I didn't think that was a FIBA rule, though. Just put it out there.
It's a good question. He's looking at, does he want to see who the foul is on?
I don't know.
At this stage, it's neither here nor there, as Navid Niktash comes in, and Dalir Zahan also comes in. Oh. Were they wanting to see if the ball had gone out of bounds?
Well, I don't think you. I don't know. 2 shots.
Within 2. Okay. Let's see. Couldn't find it.
Todd Blanchfield's set to come in the game. I haven't seen him yet. Here's Dalir Zahan.
Well, the rebound by Kinder.
What a pass.
And Mitch Creek gets it. Kind of loses balance as he goes in. And then the foul in the backcourt by Kadi.
He's pulling up short there. Creek already had his legs taken away from him as he went in for the flying layup. So Norton in, Blanchfield in, and Kickett and Kadi out.
Dalir Zahan at the line. Well, I call up my rules here. Just let me remind everybody.
You're still going, are you?
Yeah, it's loading.
Well, when was the last revision of the rules? 2:14?
Nick, can I just say you're providing a lot of good questions, but I need you to provide some answers.
I don't think that, like I say, it's immaterial now. It's always good to know for the future.
I'm calling it up. Here we go. Creek drives in and gets to the line.
Yeah, that's my MVP there, Jeff. Mitch Creek, regardless of what anybody else says, that is the 6th game in a row he's reached double figures in this tournament. Came into this game averaging 15 a game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Can anybody match that on this Australian team?
Blanchfield into the game to get into quickly.
Shot there from Mirtsai, number 4, the big Iranian backup post player.
And he goes, and Creek lays it up again. And kicker brings it forward. So the final seconds ticking off, and Australia already high-fiving everybody behind them. You can see some members of their staff, and also the odd fan or two. I'm expecting somebody to pick up one of those inflatable kangaroos over there. That's a 21-point lead, and McCarron drives in, scores with the reverse layup. 79-56. And three-point attempt rims out. So that is that. And the Boomers, at the first time of asking, have come to the Middle East, to Asia, and they have won the FIBA Asia Cup, and they have done so in imperious fashion. No better thing than wearing the shirt of your country, and they've done it, and they've done it well. And they've beaten a good veteran, in many respects, Iran team. And you just have to tip your hat to the Boomers. They have been a class above everybody else at the FIBA Asia Cup.
Yeah, and Jeff, Australia and New Zealand come into this competition, they've made it infinitesimally better competition. The standard's gone way up. Australia winning it. You know, some would say B team, A team. It doesn't really matter. They brought a team that is full of stars as far as I'm concerned. And this competition now raises the bar with Australia and New Zealand in it, and especially Australia, because they have come here as champions. They've wiped off a very, very good Iranian team. 23 points in the end. Some would say that the Iranians 2 nights back-to-back with so many minutes in those legs. But that's the work you do. You put a team together to go the whole tournament through, and no excuses.
Look at that. All the numbers, we'll let you digest those. It's interesting, though, you know, because we get back to who's going to win, who's going to be on the All-Star 5, who's going to be the MVP. And I really have to say, it is so tough picking players from Australia because they're all so darn good. And you're almost doing them a disservice if you pick somebody over the other guy, because they're all equally excellent. Now you got Haddadi with the 18 points. Newley was terrific tonight. He was really the leader. It was his time to stand up and lead tonight. And just had an awesome game. And look at those Australian fans. They've made the trek.
Just writing down what I think is the All-Star 5 there. Jeff, what do you want to write yours down?
Well, now you're going to make me sweat it out here.
It's fun to try and shoot, try and make your own 5 up, see what you think. It'll be very difficult because Iran's got 4 players, possibly 5. You include Mashayeki, who have all performed at a high level. Australia have got all 11 of them really have been involved. Look at this shot from Newley. You wonder whether Brad Newley might squeak into the all-tournament team with his performance in the final today.
He was really, really good. guessing not, but might. You know, you put more weight on the final, don't you?
Yeah.
Kay was excellent tonight. He's been consistently excellent.
Yeah, but he's not a bit.
But he's been coming off the bench.
Yeah, and that's another good point. Yeah, you know, if anything, it'll be one of the starters for Australia that makes the always MVP. But I don't think I've been at a tournament, Jeff, where it was such an open book in terms of who was going to be MVP. Because this Australian team have shared the wealth. I mean, Mitch Creek is probably got the best stats. I'm not sure he's the leading scorer. I think he must be the leading scorer.
What did Kadhi end up with tonight? 7.
7, yeah. And he came in averaging just over 10 points a game, 10.6, averaging 4 assists.
Kickert was consistently excellent.
Absolutely. He was averaging 12 for the game. Before this game, he had 14 today, so he kept his average.
Okay, so I would say, for me, I would say Hamid, Haddadi, Creek, Fadi. Yes, they lost in the quarterfinal, but goodness me, I mean, Fadil Khatib was incredible. O from Korea and Kickert. So 2 Australians.
SoVe gone for newly above Kickert. Surprise entry into the all-tournament series. So I've got the same 4 as you, and I'll go newly over Kickert, but I usually get this wrong anyway. So.
And as for the MVP, as much as I wanted to be on the winning team, I'm not sure that we'll see it because I'm not sure that dominant player was in that Australian team. They were all excellent.
It'd be a turn up for the books if you could go for the player in the losing team.
I mean, the other thing is I think you could make an argument for Illy being in there.
Yes, but he didn't play today, did he? So I guess.
Yeah, but Pau Gasol didn't play in the final in 2006. He was MVP of the tournament. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean, all that matters in the grand scheme of things are the teams, you know, that win games and that win titles and that win medals. And all that matters really is that Australia are the champions, in my opinion. And that you've also got Iran that have proven once again they're one of the top teams.
It's now time for the closing ceremony of the FIBA Asia Cup 2017. We start the ceremony with the All-Star 5 Awards offered by
So we're
Tissot.
going to have the Tissot MVP and the All-Star 5. That'll be presented by Patrick Baumann, the FIBA Secretary General and IOC member.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the best players of the FIBA Asia Cup 2017.
So these are going to be the best players,
Our
the All-Star 5.
We start with the first name, Chea Ili from New Zealand.
Oh, wow.
There you go, Jeff.
So Chea Ili has made it. Wonder if he's still here. He is indeed. I mean, he was excellent, folks. And I think he really kind of captured the imagination. And if anything will soften the blow for him of not getting a medal, it's that right there. It's confirmation of how excellent he was.
I'll tell you what,
I've got no problem with that.
No, he's going to have a big season next year in the NBL too. Watch out for him. I think he might be one of the top guards in the league.
Oh wow, Jamshidi has made it as well. So he had a tough final tonight. But how good was he yesterday?
Yep, absolutely, Jeff.
Mohamed Jamshidi Jafarabadi.
The third name is Fatih Khatib from Lebanon.
Fatih Khatib was, well, you know the story. He's styling now with the jeans. Just all-around excellent performance.
4 games of 30-plus points, Jeff. I mean, you can't take it away. He's at 38 years of age. What a legend.
The only thing I'd say is let's get an Australian on there. They just won the title.
Yeah. Well, none of the Korean team may make it now, then.
Well, you never know, do you?
The fourth name is Sekun Ah from Korea.
Oh, did make it, Jeff. 41.
Who did make it? Oh, yep. Okay. And you wonder now.
I'm going to go for Creek.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Creek as well. I kind of hope it's Creek. I guess you could have an All-Star 5 and then pick somebody else for the MVP. Remember?
Yeah. Yep.
That way you get 6 guys on there.
Yeah.
And the fifth name is Hamid Haddadi from Iran.
So no Australians.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, unbelievable.
But will go back to what I said.
That's going to be the first time I've ever seen that.
I will go back to what I said. It's an incredible compliment to how well they won as a team.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's how I view it. That said, I would have had Creek and Kickert.
Yeah.
I would like to ask the players to line up for a team
have you ever
photo
seen that?
with Master Patrick
Player from the winning
Bowman.
team never make an all-tournament team.
Yeah, and Illy made it. So anyway, you know what? This is all subjective, and that's what I mean. The most important thing is that Australia are the champions. And that's the only thing. That's the only thing they're going to care about.
MVP, Jeff.
So the MVP,
Take a pick.
I'm guessing it might be
Ladies
Haddadi
and
after that.
gentlemen,
Yeah, I think so.
Could
It's
be
now
Khatib.
time for the award for the most valuable player, the MVP presented by Tissot. The most valuable player of the FIBA Asia Cup 2017 is Hamid Haddadi.
So Hamid Haddadi has been named the MVP, and realistically, you know, I don't have a problem with that either. I think it's
Congratulations to our
deserved.
MVP Hamid Haddadi. This concludes the individual awards. Congratulations.
So again, it's maybe that will come up in the press conference for Australia. How do you feel about not having any of your guys on the five? But those 5 guys there were excellent. And you know, we're talking about the Australians. Which one would you pick? Well, I would pick Creek, but then again, I like McCarron. But then again, I like Kickert. But then again,
But here's the problem, Jeff. Here's the problem. Are you saying, well, they're all good, so therefore we can't pick one?
I don't know. It's a bit strange. Yeah, it is. But it's tough, really. It's tough.
It's now time to present the medals.
Especially as
Third
you've
place
got 2
team in
Iranians
the
on
FIBA
there.
Asia Cup
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway,
2017
can I just say,
is team
I did not
of
cast the
Korea.
vote. So, obviously.
No me.
The bronze medals are presented by Mr. Pierre Kafia, President of the Lebanese Basketball Federation.
I'm sure the social media is going to go crazy.